Hello everybody, it's Amber, and today I'm going to be discussing my TBR for the Reading Rush. So basically, the Reading Rush was formerly known as BookTubeAthon, and I've participated twice on my channel in the 3 years I've had my booktube in the BookTubeAthon / Reading Rush. And before I had it, I participated on my own for 2 other years, I think. So in total, this will be my 5th year, I think, if I'm calculating this correctly, but I wouldn't trust me because I'm not the best at math. But this will be my 5th year doing the Reading Rush, I believe. So I am so excited to do this. This year they have this online thing where you can get badges and stuff for finishing the challenges, which is so exciting, and I definitely am all down for that. I am planning on daily vlogging. Unless plans change, I'm planning on vlogging every day and having a vlog up every day. So we'll see how that goes. They're going to be very simply edited vlogs, but they will be up during the Reading Rush. So anyway, I'm going to just get right into the challenges. They did change the challenges this year. Every year, one of the challenges has been read 7 books, and now they've added that as a bonus challenge. So I might put 7 books on my TBR, but I'm not going to read 7 books probably. I'll think positively and say I will, but I probably won't. Also, this year I was not very mindful of the lengths of the books. Sometimes I'd add a poetry collection or something into my TBR, but for this year I didn't do that because I just have books I want to finish on my TBR and I just put them in, so we'll see how that goes. The first challenge is to read a book with purple on the cover. So this challenge fits perfectly with one of the contemporary books I wanted to read this year, and that is Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is technically purple all over the cover, but I don't know if you can tell that it's purple because it kind of looks black or gray, I guess. No, it looks more black, I suppose, but it is purple, I promise, in person. So basically, this follows 2 characters. They were best friends. After the homecoming dance last year, they became complete enemies. They're on a group camping trip together, and then they are somehow stranded and left completely alone. So they only have each other for company, and they get to know each other, and being a Jen Bennett book, it turns into a romance, I'm assuming. So this one, yeah, they just are surviving in the forest. It's kind of a, I'm picturing more of a fun, kind of survival, contemporary, camping trip, fun time book, I guess. I am very excited to read this. I love Jen Bennett. I read Alex approximately, I think 2 years ago at this point, and I loved it. So I'm hoping to love this book as well. As soon as I saw Jen Bennett had new books out, I went and picked this up. So I am beyond excited. But this has purple on the cover, so it fits. The next challenge is to read a book in the same spot the entire time. Now this challenge, they said you can obviously move around, but every time you read that book, you have to be in that spot. I don't know what I'm going to do for my spot yet. I was thinking outside because I definitely want to force myself to get outside and read outside for parts of the day. For this book, I was thinking of doing Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller. This is going to be a quicker read, I think, because I read Daughter of the Pirate King really quickly, and I actually don't own that one. Now I own this one. But yeah, so this one is about this girl named Alosa, and she is a pirate, and her dad is the Pirate King, and this book kind of just picks up where that one left off. She's kind of like a female Jack Sparrow in a way. I love her as a character. I just read another pirate book, and I prefer her as a pirate, so she's been my favorite pirate that I've read about so far. I really enjoy her character, and I'm excited to see where this book takes off. There is a little bit of magic in this series as well, so if you're interested in that, definitely pick this up. So the next one is choose a book that you meant to read last year. So for this one, Starry Eyes could count for this because I did plan on reading Starry Eyes last year at some point and I didn't read it. Or I might do The Exiled Queen by Cinda Williams Chima. This is the sequel to The Demon King, and it follows two characters, Han and Princess Raisa, and it's just in this like kingdom that's kind of corrupt, and they are both doing their individual kind of journeys in this world. But this one I did also mean to read in 2018 and I never got to it. So this would count, but I also could do Starry Eyes and double up. So I'll leave this on my TBR just so I have 7 books. Read an author's first book. So this one I'm actually doubling up with the Book Junkie Trials challenges, and I'm going to put The Last Samsara for this one. This is Kristen Cicerelli's first book. I looked it up. It's also the first book in a series, and it follows this girl. There's an Samsara, which is like, they see it as a really happy, joyful being, and then there's an XCII, which is like the opposite of that basically. And then the main character, her name is Asha. She is a daughter of a king, and they believe that she is the next XCII because she's been defeating and conquering dragons. So she's also betrothed to this guy, and I don't think that she likes him very much. And then she's offered freedom in exchange for the life of the most powerful dragon in this land. And she is helped by this slave from her betrothed's household. And I guess throughout the book she is searching for joy and light, and it just sounds so good. The deeper you get into the plot, it sounds even better. So this is one I definitely need to read because it's now on my TBR for 2 readathons, so I need to get to this one definitely during this readathon. But it sounds so good and I'm excited. I'm into dragons. I'm into dragon slayers and finding the light and joy and romance, and it just sounds so good. I've heard so many good things. My TBR is very like gray. Read a book featuring a non-human main character. So this is one that I have really struggled with. I don't know if this works for this, but I know that they like were kind of saying that like vampire, like things like that are still human, like vampires and werewolves and things like that. So I am gonna tentatively put Choose Wonder Over Worry by Amber Ray on my TBR. The way that she described this book is she kind of like personified wonder and worry, and those are not human. So that technically counts. If not, I would say any book that has like some sort of, you know, alien maybe, something like that I feel like would count. So I'm gonna tentatively put this on my TBR. And I might end up changing this out if I don't feel like reading like a self-improvement book. But this is also kind of a shorter book, so I think this might be good to have on there. And I think it personifies it, so I don't know if that counts or not, but I'll choose that it counts. Now there's some color on that. Pick a book that has 5 or more words in the title. Daughter of the Siren Queen could count for this one and double count. And I'm just gonna leave it like that because I don't have another book that is 5 more words that I want to read right now. Pick a book and watch the movie adaptation. For the Book Junkie Trials readathon, the group book is Stardust by Neil Gaiman, so I might do that one, but I also would like to have an audiobook, so I might try to get the audiobook of it, or I might read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows because I have that audiobook and there is a movie. So the bonus challenge obviously is to read 7 books. And for the bonus challenge, if I don't finish this week, I'm going to try to do Stay Sweet by Saban Vivian. This follows this girl that works at this ice cream shop, and she just became the head girl at the ice cream shop, and it was started in the 1950s basically. Basically, the nephew of the owner of the business shows up to try to take it over, and none of the girls are happy about it because it's supposed to be an all-girl ice cream stand. So yeah, this is good so far. I've already started it, but if I don't finish it, I'm going to include it in my TBR. I also might include The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson if I don't finish these ones to read. So this one is the second one to Truly Devious, which is a mystery kind of YA set in a boarding school in Vermont, and it follows this girl named Stevie who is trying to solve the mystery at this school that happened in the 1930s, where the founders' family was basically kidnapped and possibly murdered, but it hasn't really been fully solved since then, and this continues that mystery because we don't know the answers yet from the first book. So that's 7 books. Wow, I didn't even count that out and I did it perfectly, so I'm happy about that. So that is my TBR. I'm excited for this readathon. If I didn't already say, it takes place from the 22nd of July to the 28th, and I'm so beyond excited to be participating again and vlogging. I've vlogged every single year that I've done this, and I can't wait to do it again. But let me know what your Reading Rush TBR is down below. I'd love to know. And if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe down below if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!
Words that I say, downtown the lights out, but we choose to stay. I don't know where this may go. These strangers know all the words at my shows. I tell